Here's your host, Dennis Rimmer.
Hello, it's another edition or version of Talking Books and Stuff's podcast. Of course, we talk mostly about books, but sometimes we venture into other areas. Today, this episode being one of those. Back with us again, Felicia Fox. We had her a while back talking about her cookie book, cooking book, but now she's off on a new direction, and we'll find out all about that. So, Felicia, once again, thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you so much for having me on your show again, Dennis. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I understand, first of all, I guess there's no cereal on your breakfast table, right?
There's no cereal ever. Not these days, anyway, once I educated myself.
Whoa, you're not talking about oatmeal and stuff like that. You're talking about the stuff you buy in boxes at the supermarket?
Yeah, that's true. Oatmeal is a whole food, which we have a lot of. The cereal that you buy in boxes is too processed for us, for sure.
But it tastes so dang good.
It's because of all the sugar and chemicals in there that's getting your brain excited to eat it, for sure. And that's what the producers do to it purposefully to create more sales.
Oh, of course. So we're all into sugar and salt and fat, and I'm not into, but it's hard to resist. Because once you get down that hill, it's like, oh, I'll grab another box of, XYZ cereal or BQA sugar frosted chocolate bombs or something, and away you go. But so,
can you imagine? So these kids are being fed this, and that's all they want. And then the parents wonder why the kids are going off the rails every day with their emotions, or not doing well in school, or having problems with their friends or family relations. It's all the shit that they've put in their faces,
right. Yeah, and processed food. And one thing I can say about that guy down south, the Kennedy person, as he's trying to eliminate dyes from processed foods in the States, and telling people to stay away from them. So that's about the only good thing I can say about him.
Yeah, at least he's doing that.
At least he's doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, Food with Felicia Fox is the latest, the current venture. What is it and why?
Yeah, so the last year and a half, I've been going into the homes of families and senior citizens and cooking for them, because there was definitely a need. As soon as I posted it a year and a half ago, or just over a year and a half ago, I was immediately booked up. Of course, my price was too low, but that's a learning curve. Anyway, I went into these homes, and I offered my philosophy to them and cooked for them. Some of them have been with me since the very beginning, and some of the feedback I've been getting has been incredible. For example, one senior fella, after 6 or 8 months of eating my food, and only once a week, but I would make lots of leftovers, so he would be fed maybe 4 or 5 times a week, the homemade stuff that I would feed him. Over time, he got stronger. He had better health, like his runs, diarrhea went away, and things like that. And so he's thriving. And there's lots of examples, even with the young professionals. I would provide homemade whole food for the families, and the families are so grateful, and just the food is so good. They don't have to rely on ready-to-eat meals or meal box subscriptions anymore. It's homemade in their home.
So what brought this about? Like, did you just wake up one day and say, I think I'll do this? Or was it a bit slower process than that?
As you know, and maybe some of the listeners know, that I worked in television for a very long time. So because I went into management, and nobody really needs middle management anymore, I got laid off, and that's fine. Like, I had the best career ever in television, but my other passion was food, and so I did do a digital offering for about a year, but then I had lots of time on my hands, and I thought it was literally an impromptu download in the middle of the night that I offer a service of going into the homes of people. So I was not, it felt like I was not in control of my hands when I was writing a Facebook post, and I posted it. By the next day, like within 24 hours, I had so many people reaching out to me that, yes, this is something that people do need and want and value. So it was almost like a divinely orchestrated situation. So in the next year and a half, I met some incredible families. I served them for a long time. Like, some of the clients, I was in their homes 4 days a week, and kept doing it. But as time goes by, I found that I was, because it's my dream. It's actually, I did create a dream job. I love serving people food. I love making people supper. That's probably one of the most joyful things that I can do. So I thought, if I can do something that's so joyful for me and make money at it, I figure I'm living the best life, right? But over the course of like a year and a half, and I found I wasn't taking care of myself. So, and that goes against everything that I was teaching,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
So I actually, just before, like I don't know, what's the date? A couple months ago, just before Christmas,
yep.
I said yes to too many things, like catering and other events and more clients. And I do have a small team. However, sometimes they can't help me because they're busy with other clients and families. So I got really burnt out, and I'm like, wait a second, this isn't what I set out to do, you know?
Correct.
So, and then I fell down my three stairs. I fell.
Oh, geez.
And I landed hard on my back, and I'm like, whoa, this is a wake-up call, right?
Uh-huh.
As much as I love doing this, I have to pivot again. So I'm pivoting.
You're pivoting. Right. So where do you shop for your ingredients then?
I go as much as I can locally, but you know what? To me, local means my neighborhood grocery store. A lot of times, because it's the most convenient for me. I am a career woman. I do have hungry teenagers, so I have to do what's convenient for me. Driving out of town to get farmyard chickens or milk or whatever it is usually not convenient for me. So I do have to rely on what's available, so I don't lose my mind, you know.
Oh, right.
So I do go to my local co-op or local independent, and sometimes the farmer's market when I can.
Gotcha. And we're talking with Felicia Fox, all about food with Felicia Fox. And just an added note here, we're recording this in February of 2K26. It'll be up there forever. But February is a special month for you, Felicia, because it was January. You have Sandwich Day. So how did that one start? Sandwich Day.
Yes, Blue Monday Sandwich Day. So I absolutely love how this came about. So last year, it was, let's say December of 2024. And you know, I had been aware of Blue Monday. So Blue Monday is the third Monday of every January, and it's considered Blue Monday because it's probably the most depressing day of the year because it's cold, it's dark, nothing to look forward to. The holidays are done, and the bills are coming in, right?
Right.
So it's like frickin' depressing, and it does affect me as well for years and years. So I thought I need to do an event on this day. But I don't know how to put an event on. But I thought, you learn by doing. Even if it's not perfect, you learn by doing. So I thought, okay, so December of 2024, I thought, okay, if I'm going to do this for the January Blue Monday, I'm going to have to find an event, like a space to host this event. So I was kind of wandering down the road of event centers, and then one day I had a client in the neighborhood of the Riversdale Legion, so I just walked in there one day and sat down and told them my idea, and they thought it was wonderful. So the idea was I need to hold an event on the day of Blue Monday, and it's easy to make a sandwich.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, it's easy to transport. So for about a year before that, I was supporting the Riversdale Community Fridge, and I saw the need. Like, I was boots on the ground, going to the fridge, supplying them with food, and seeing some of the people that access the food, and some of the people are normal families, and some are homeless, and the whole range of people needing food, fresh food.
Exactly.
So I said, okay, let's fill this fridge up. Let's get some donations and some volunteers together, and we'll just put some sandwiches in the fridge. And you know what? We filled the fridge over and over to capacity, but so much so that we actually gave sandwiches to other organizations. So many people came out to help, and so many people brought bags of sandwich fixins, and also we had a sponsor come forward and donated a whole van full of like many ingredients with sandwiches. So Park Funeral Home and Hillcrest Funeral Home and Cemetery. So Jamie and Wally, those two people, they just stepped forward. They donated a bunch of stuff, and they donated their time, energy, and effort, and supported the rest of the volunteers. And it was absolutely amazing, the support that came through. And also, the first year, I wanted an event so people could have fun and the volunteers could have a break, like a fun kind of moment in time where at noon we would have something funny to do. So the first year we had a blindfolded sandwich making contest. The second year, just passed, we had a whose line is it anyway, helping hands kind of scenario, and we had local media come and give us coverage, and it was just such a beautiful situation that we're just going to keep doing it over and over again.
Over and over again, every Blue Monday from now until infinity and beyond. It's
absolutely
really Sandwich Day with Felicia Fox, food with Felicia Fox. How do we contact you for Felicia Fox food? Ooh.
Okay, so I mentioned that I was pivoting.
Right.
So what is going to happen now is I will continue with my current clients, but I'm not going to say yes to much more in-home client work because I got burnt out. Right. I do enjoy doing it, but making 3 suppers in a day for over and over again is too much. So I'm going to phase into moving my company online.
Uh-huh.
So what that means is I'm going to sell my knowledge and my framework and my methods as information. And so I will support a woman in her home with knowledge so she can do it herself. Listen, I did it myself. I worked shift work in television for decades with a growing family. I figured it out. I did the hard work. Now all you got to do is tap into my knowledge, and you got it too.
Gotcha.
You have the knowledge as well. And I'm online to support, with a woman who wants to do it herself. And that way I don't have to stay in town. I can go all over the world and help a woman with her family and with her nutrition. But more importantly, I can help her with helping her know that she's not broken. She's tired,
Yes.
She's doing all she can. The system is not set up for a woman's cycle. It's set up for a man's cycle. A man can go hard every day, but a woman can't. A woman has a cycle and a flow that she needs to honor and work with. And so that's what my system that I'm building right now is geared towards, is supporting a woman in her home with children, aging parents, and feeding herself well.
And that's under the Food with Felicia Fox banner?
Yeah, it's under Food with Felicia Fox all over social media. It's Food with Felicia Fox. I'm developing a personal brand, so I'm everywhere. But the system that I'm building is called Separate by Design. And those links are all under the banner of Food with Felicia Fox.
Now, back to sandwiches for a moment. What is your favorite sandwich?
Okay, so Blue Monday Sandwich Day is all about all of the sandwiches. My favorite would be, okay, here we go. A couple of slices of a really good hearty bread, like a multigrain or a sourdough, homemade, of course.
Of course.
I like homemade mayonnaise. On one side, I like butter on the other with a bit of mustard. It could be store-bought if you can't make your own mustard. But I like lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, pickles, lots of salt and pepper, and sliced tomatoes. And then you could also have like a slice of some kind of meat, maybe, like roast beef or a slice of ham. And then you pair that with, I was going to say soup, but it's not even necessary to have soup with that sandwich because that's my favorite.
Yeah,
lots of tang to it, like the mustard, pickles, salt and pepper, tomatoes, and cheese. Yeah, that's the best.
That's it. Yeah, and my peanut butter and banana.
I love peanut butter and banana. You know what I learned this past year? Apparently, okay, and when this person described it to me, I said, absolutely not, that's going to be disgusting, is toast with peanut butter and dill pickles.
Okay. I don't know if I'll be trying.
That?
No, I can't imagine. Well, I
but
can't.
It's delicious. It really is.
Okay. I might try it one day, and I might not.
Right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like better, apples or oranges?
Oh, that's a good question. Why are you stumping me with the hardest question ever?
I steal them from Stephen Colbert.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Apples or oranges?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to say apples.
Okay. I kind of like oranges a little bit better.
Why?
I don't know. Easy to peel and slop them down real quick. But apples are good too, especially if you put peanut butter on them.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good snack. I believe in protein first, and then adding your carbs or fat around it.
So there you
go. Anyway, that's my formula.
Okay, and remember, you can't reach your full potential on an empty stomach.
Darn right. Even though I do believe in fasting. So.
Okay, well. All right, one more question before we leave with Food with Felicia Fox. What number am I thinking of? Wrong.
What number?
I don't know.
Oh.
I stole that from Stephen Colbert too. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's working for you, Dennis.
All
I think
right.
you got to think up your own questions.
Okay, what's your hidden talent?
Oh, my hidden talent. Oh, thank you for asking. I just discovered that this past year. I'm 55, and I just discovered my hidden talent. I call it my superpower, actually. So I am a bionic woman in the kitchen. I can do it within an hour. I can do so much that nobody else can do. Like I can pump out so much food that I have to find a way to write it down and teach about it because, yeah. When I was developing my team of contractors, of other people who cook food for clients,
yep.
I said, okay, what if you went into a client's house and you had to do this, and this, and you only had an hour to do it? All of them said, no, can't do it. And then I just did it twice, right? So that's my superpower. I can pump out a ton of food within a short period of time.
Great. That's Food with Felicia Fox. Look for it on all these social media outlets. And again, Felicia Fox, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks, Dennis. Thanks for having me. It's fun.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Talking Books and Stuff with Dennis Rimmer. You can find Talking Books and Stuff anywhere you get your podcasts. Over 300 episodes await you.